Today in cannabis news, the U.S. Senate Minority Leader describes a cannabis banking reform provision included in a sweeping federal industrial legislative package as a far-left poison pill. Oklahoma's governor claims that a ballot proposal for statewide medical cannabis legalization approved by voters in 2018 may need regulatory overhaul. And a fresh proposal in the U.S. Congress aims to expand upon federal hemp legalization by giving cannabis companies the additional latitude that industry participants have requested. It's Wednesday, February 8th, and this is your Trichomes Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the Trichomes.com studios in Southern California, it's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
First up, U.S. House Democrats included a measure to safeguard banking firms that engage with state-licensed cannabis companies in a sweeping legislative package that cleared through the floor last week, which U.S. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell subsequently described as a poison pill. Senator McConnell stated this week that the House-approved America Competes Act, which centers on economic competitiveness with the nation of China, goes out of its way to include provisions on, listen to this, marijuana banking, in an address in the Senate chamber. China has been steadily building up its military and economic might, and the Democrats' answer is to help Americans get high, he added. Proponents of Representative Ed Perlmutter's Secure and Fair Enforcement Banking Act have stated that it is a necessary national security issue that has received bipartisan backing. Democrats' plan to combat fentanyl overdoses is more marijuana on the side. Needless to say, this is not a winning strategy for global competition between great powers, he said in his speech. Any Democrats hoping to yank the bill to the far left or insert poison pills are badly mistaken.
Next up, Oklahoma's governor claimed this week that voters were deceived when they decisively supported a ballot proposal for statewide medical cannabis legalization in 2018, claiming that the legislation might need some regulatory overhaul. In his State of the State speech, Governor Kevin Stitt stated the voter-approved ballot proposal was misleading, and it has tied our hands as we regulate the industry. In comparison to neighboring states, Governor Stitt highlighted the comparatively small expense of obtaining a cannabis company permit in Oklahoma. He also claimed that without a limit on cannabis businesses, the industry has grown at an untenable pace. Next door in Arkansas, they have 8 growers. We have 8,300, Stitt said. You know as well as I do that not all of the product is being sold legally. This is a perfect example of why we need to make sure initiative petitions represent Oklahomans and not out-of-state special interest groups. While other state legislatures begin to explore cannabis policy change during the 2022 legislative session, the Oklahoma scenario has come up often, with some legislators highlighting it as an instance of a controlled market that has grown at an unmanageable pace.
Last up, a fresh proposal in the U.S. Congress aims to expand upon federal hemp legalization by giving cannabis companies the additional latitude that industry participants have requested, and also removing a contentious bar on persons with previous drug records from participating in the industry. This week, Representative Chelly Pingree introduced the Hemp Advancement Act. The bill would make a number of important changes, namely raising the lawful dry weight basis THC limit for hemp goods from 0.3% to 1%. Furthermore, by formally recognizing the compound in permissible THC quantities, it could fundamentally alter the increasing demand for Delta-8 THC items. Companies have voiced worries regarding the THC limit established by the present federal law, claiming that the method of hemp extracting may momentarily increase the THC percentage in a product, putting them at risk of criminal prosecution. In-process hemp would not be liable to THC restrictions within Representative Pingree's proposal, dependent upon the finished item not containing over 1% THC.
That was today's Buzz. Thanks for listening. For more cannabis news and insights from industry professionals and a place to discuss these stories and others, visit trichomes.com.
And be sure to catch up with all of our other cannabis industry-related podcasts like Hash It Out, Tech and Cannabis, or the International Cannabis Conversation wherever you get your podcasts. For trichomes.com, I'm RJ Baldwin.
And I'm Devin Liao. Have a great day.